What is up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. Pokemon Ranger Matt, back on the hunt for the best pulls in Pokemon. Alright, today is the day I've been waiting for months. One of my biggest PSA returns ever. Let's crack right into today's opening. Alright, y'all, so this PSA return is crazy. I sent it a while ago. I've had multiple PSA submissions sent off and back to me since this one went out. I don't know why, but we finally got it back. I think there's 31 cards in here, if I remember correctly. They sent it in 3 boxes. This box is really light. Pretty sure there's 2 cards in that box. I know what they are because they separated this order. This order also had the Pikachu SIR, Greninja SIR, and Magikarp illustration rares that we opened a little while back. I'll try to remember to put a card to that video, but that is included in this. So technically, I guess it would be 34 cards total, maybe. But we've already did the reveal on those 3. So now we've got the rest. 2 cards are separate, and then I think there's 29 in the other ones. Some really big cards in here. Some cards that I pulled on here and really want for my collection in a 10. So hopefully we did good. I've been trying to be more picky about what I send off to PSA, but hoping we get some wins. I'm going to show the raw value of all the cards, what the value of every single one of them got a 10. And then at the end of the video, we'll show you what the actual estimated value of these cards are. All right. I guess it's about time to open that. But before we do, I have promised a couple things. So yesterday on the membership part of the video, I announced the member giveaway for the last Friday of the month. If you're interested in becoming a member for the price of about the price of 1 booster pack, right around $4.99 a month, you can become a member of the channel. There's a little thermometer right over there. When we get to 50 members, every Friday video is going to be a giveaway video. But for now, every Friday is a video just for the members. And the last Friday of the month, we do a big opening and give away a slab. So this month's slab, to celebrate Black and White coming out, is the Celebrations Zekrom Full Art in a Gem Mint 10. This is such a cool card. I'm really hoping to pull the Zekrom out of Black Bolt, I guess is what it's being called. We're also going to open 1 booster box of each Japanese set, Black Bolt and White Flare. So 3 members are getting giveaways. So go ahead and sign up. Hit that button. There's a link in the description. All you got to do is be a member, and you're eligible to win on the last Friday of the month. You also get some other perks. Pikachu emojis to use in the chat. Gym badge next to your name. And then for the first time, we are going to announce the next giveaway on the channel. I'm going to put a new something up here. We'll figure out how we're going to do it. Maybe digital this time around. But we're going to give away another Surging Sparks booster box. People seem to really want something like a booster box. So at 15,000 subscribers, we're going to give away a booster box. I may do another giveaway along the way. We'll see how that goes. But Surging Sparks booster box. Hopefully soon I'll rearrange the backdrop so that we can have it in the backdrop for the video. But anytime I mention it, all you got to do is be subscribed to the channel, leave a like on this video, drop a comment down below. Putting that comment down below is how you get an entry. Every video you comment on that we talk about the giveaway, basically from 10,000 to 15,000 subscribers. Every video we post will be 1 entry. All you got to do is be subscribed, like, and comment. So now that we've handled all of that business, let's get into it. I know some of y'all only watch the PSA videos on this channel, and so welcome back. This is a big one. So I'm going to set this to the side immediately because I know by weight that there's not very many cards in there. I believe that one's the heaviest. We'll go heaviest to least heavy on the reveals here. So see, I have not even opened it myself. I refuse to check the reveals on the PSA website because it is way more fun for y'all to see my silly reactions, good or bad. Try to figure out direction the cards are facing. All right, here we go. Like I have said before, one of my favorite things to do is save these PSA boxes for future submissions. They're great boxes to mail cards in because they're kind of made for that. If they use them, it should be good. Reuse your packing materials. It's good for everybody. All right, first big stack. We'll make a stack of 10s, a stack of 9s, and hopefully no other stacks. Used to be a 9 was a win. Now 9 seems to be about the same as near mint. I don't know how that makes sense because 8 is literally near mint, 9 is mint, so you should get some boost in value, but it's not really the world we live in anymore. It's kind of 10 or bust on a lot of these things. There are some cards in here that definitely need a 10 in, or we're pretty cooked. Promos and things like that. First card of the opening is going to be the Paldean Whooper. So this card, I debated on even sending it, but the value and the way it looks pretty good. So hopefully we can get a 10 out of it. We've got a 9 right off the bat. I will try to keep these in frame. It's really easy for me to get the card and just cut off the grade. First one's going to be a 9. That is unfortunate start. Hopefully that's not a sign of things to come. Next card's going to be the Blood Moon Ursaluna. I pulled this out of I believe it was a Houndstone box that Miss Pokemon Ranger got for me. SIR Blood Moon Ursaluna from Twilight. It's going to be Gem Mint 10. There we go. So a 9 and a 10. Let's get it started. Kicking it off. It's such a cool card. I love the Blood Moon Ursaluna. That artwork is really cool. I know everybody wants the Greninja. Greninja technically was in the submission. I think the Eevee is also in the submission. Ninetales from Obsidian Flames. This is the best card I've continued to pull from Obsidian Flames because I can't pull the Charizard. I think I've graded 4 or 5 of these now. There may be 2 in the submission if I remember correctly. Gem Mint 10. There we go.
Everyone calls me Tails. You're probably wondering why.
Let me guess. Because of the extra tail?
Back-to-back 10s. Let's keep the 10s rolling. We need as many 10s as we can get. Next up in the lineup, Squirtle. I have pulled this several times. I've got it in a 10 in Japanese. I don't know if I've ever got it in a 10 in English. I just pulled another one of these in a Blooming Waters video. Go check that out. Oh, the 9. Man.
I like turtles.
9. Still a very cool card. So we are 2-2 right now. All right, next up. I remember all of these looking really good. I only sent off the ones that looked like they could get a 10. There's the Eevee. Front looks really, really good. Really good. Back. Maybe a little ding up there at the top. Hopefully that's not enough to dock it too bad. Oh, it's a 9. Man. That would have been a really cool PSA 10 to get. That one's disappointing. First, like, real disappointment of the video. All right. This one looks great on the back, whatever it is. I'm going to try not to get too much glare. These cases and the lights I have in this room don't mix great. Kieran, This is the only SIR I've ever pulled from Prismatic Evolutions. I opened some Prismatic yesterday on the member channel, and spoiler alert for those that aren't a member, didn't pull an SIR. Still fun anyway. Kieran in a 10. There we go.
Nice.
One SIR from Prismatic, and it's a 10. That helps. That helps the cause a little bit. Oh, that one's got a dinged up corner that I would have noticed. That's unfortunate. Steelix from Paradox Rift. Very cool card. I pulled a few of these. This was the best looking one. And it's a 9.
Having fun is a very difficult job.
So we are minty on every single card so far. That is pretty cool. Cerulege. This is one of my favorite illustration rares from Surging Sparks. Finally pulled it. This is the only one I've ever pulled. Very cool art. And it's a 10. There we go. Yes.
Pretty good.
We are neck and neck so far. Like dead even, 4-4. Would definitely prefer more 10s than 9s, but cannot complain about what's happening so far. Cleffa. This is an illustration rare from City in Flames that I've pulled a ton of. Again, this was the best looking one when I submitted back in February, I think. And it is a 9.
Oh, that's not fair.
That's unfortunate. That is such a cool card, too. Okay. So, keep the back and forth, maybe. Have another 10. Big card. This is a big one. I absolutely love this card. The Tyranitar, Godzilla Tyranitar. I need this one to be a 10. This is one of the bigger value cards I know. I don't have all the values memorized, but I know this is a good one. And we've got... Yes! Nice.
And we're doing it better than anybody else alive.
Jim meant 10. So we got the back and forth going. All right. Pikachu illustration rare. I pulled a couple, I think 2 of these now. And this is the only one I sent off graded. I think it's got the most Kanto cameos in a card ever for it to be just a Pikachu card. And we got a 9. So I sent off a bunch of Pikachu.
Who's that Pokemon?
In this, because of the Pikachu SIR from Surging Sparks that I had in the submission. I didn't know they were going to separate them all, but I wanted to have a little Pikachu collection all come back together. The first one is a 9. That other SIR Pikachu was a 9, so hopefully we can get some that aren't 9s. Here's another Pikachu from the Pikachu part of the submission. I had a stack of Pikachus and a stack of Mews, hoping I would pull the Bubble Mew. Never have pulled the Bubble Mew. I might do a chase for that again soon. So I ended up sending off, it was the Gold Mew from Celebrations and the full art from Paldean Fates. Those were in the last submission though. They both got 10s. There we go. A Gem Mint 10 Secret Pikachu.
Oh my god! Wow!
Crown Zenith. That is a cool card. So we're still neck and neck. 6-6. This is kind of crazy. If we could keep this going for 30 cards, that would be unfortunate that we got that many 9s, but crazy. Lugia V. So this card, the only reason this card is in the submission is because the alt art is in there. I wanted them to be consecutive, and obviously, like I've said multiple times now, they separated the valuable cards because that's what they do now. You used to be able to send them all in for the low price and then they would upcharge you. Now they're just straight up moving you up to the higher tier before they even grade them. It's unfortunate because they're not going to give you your money back if they grade low. But part of the world we live in, everybody's trying to get a piece of the hype. Lugia V, full art. Oh. That one's no good.
Yikes.
At least a 10 would have made me feel better about sending a full art. But fingers crossed that alt art is still in here. The 2 cards in the light box that we're going to do last are an alt art Lugia. I'll go ahead and tell you. It's the alt art Lugia from Silver Tempest and the Latias special illustration rare from Surging Sparks. We'll talk more about that Latias here soon. You'll see why. Paldea Evolved ETB promo. Part of the Pikachu collection with those starters. Bang!
Great success.
I love that. Gem Mint 10. There's a few promos in here, and when it comes to promos, you're pretty much cooked if it's not a 10. Like, there's no market for PSA 9 promos, really, is what I have found. So hopefully all those hit pretty good. The full art Pikachu from Surging Sparks. Again, part of the Pikachu collection I sent off. There's a 10. There we go. Tens have finally pulled in the lead over here. So we can't get them all on camera. We're up 1 card on the PSA 10s. Oh, I don't know if y'all saw that or not, but I kind of did. Gold, Origin Form Palkia V-Star, Secret Rare, Crown Zenith. This is the only gold card I've sent off to grade. The other ones just weren't centered well enough, unfortunately. But yep, it is a 10. That is huge.
I love gold.
Solid card. Very nice. Now I just need the other 3. And a 10. Love to have the set in a PSA 10 collection. Next up, the Pseudo Wudo from Paldea Evolved, I believe. I didn't even know this card existed. Paldea Evolved is such a big set. I pulled this the day I was doing the submission. Thought it looked good, threw it in there. That's basically the story of this card. And we've got it in a 10. There we go. Nice addition to the submission. Hey, that rhymes. Put that into a song. All right. All right. A couple cards ahead on the 10 pile. We can keep that going. Next, the Gloom illustration rare. I've graded several of these. I know it's a pretty hard card to get a 10 in. I've got a couple in the past. Boom! Yeah.
Let's go.
Another Obsidian Flames. Gem Mint 10. No Charizard. One day, y'all. One day. All right. What could this be? The Origin Form Dialga V alternate art from Astral Radiance. I pulled this in a short in my car. You can see my beard in it because I didn't have a way to hold my phone. I shoved it under my chin just in case I pulled something. I do that every once in a while when I'm opening stuff in the car. And we hit this alternate art Dialga V. Oh no, that's tough.
Missed it by that much.
Into the 9 pile. So one last card left from this first box. 10s are in the lead. Big stack of 9s, unfortunately, but nothing worse than a 9. I'll take it. If this was a whole submission, I would be stoked. So hopefully these next boxes play along. Oh, this is probably my favorite card in the whole submission. Alternate art, Galarian Moltres, Chilling Reign. Basically the only decent pull I've ever got from Chilling Reign. I know there's not a huge amount of cards in there. They're worth a lot. It looks so good. I feel like this card is flawless. Try to get it close so I know some folks that consider themselves grading experts like to see the cards. This got to be a 10, right? Like, I don't see any reason why it wouldn't be a 10. Centering's great. Nothing on the edges or corners. Unless there's just something I can't see. All right. 3, 2, 1. Oh.
No, God! No, God, please, no!
Don't do that. About to smash the slab. A 9? There's no way. Come on. No way. I disagree with whoever graded this card. I'll have to check the price difference between a 9 and a 10. I don't know with the current pricing if this is even worth cracking and resubmitting, but I'm gonna consider it for sure. That's the first 9 that I would actually consider resubmitting. Well, we are +2 on the 10s, but nothing below a 9. That's at least a slight W towards my ability to judge gradability of cards. Come a long way since some of those first submissions. Alright, oh. This one has my information in it, so try not to show that. This is much tight, like it's packed in bubble wrap, so that's interesting. The other one was not at all. I don't know if there's like a reason. Maybe it has to do with the number of cards in the return, but there we go. Free bubble wrap. Okay. Here we go. Box 2. Less cards in this one. Got another Gloom. So I don't have a lot of luck. I told myself I wouldn't submit multiples of the same card because I have a theory that they look side by side and they're like, this one's better, this is a 10, this is a 9. I don't know if that's true or not. It shouldn't be true. I feel like every card should be judged individually, but if this one gets a 9, it would reinforce my thoughts. Of course it does. Why did I say something? Oh my goodness. Okay, well.
Idiot!
Not the start for box 2 that I wanted, but that's okay. Still a 9. Next up we have the Greninja EX promo. Another very clean copy. I opened a lot of these boxes. I've gotten a few 10s in this card. Gave one away to a member once. This could be in a giveaway again if it's a 10.
Don't go ninja, nobody don't need ninja. Alrighty?
Dang, another 9 on a promo. That's not not what you want. So it's back to even. This box has not been nice so far. Charmander. Alright. No. Got the Squirtle and a 9. Need this Charmander too. There it is. Gym Mint 10 Charmander. Nice card. It's such a good illustration rare from 151. Alright, next up we have another Ninetales. So we're going to test that theory for a second time today. Yep, there we go. Mint 9.
Right.
So Gloom and Ninetales, we sent in 2. We got a 9 and a 10. So I think for sure from now on that I should not send in multiples. Some of it is the hope that like at least one of them will get a 10. Was kind of my thought at first, but now I may just send them in separate. So this card actually looks kind of off center top to bottom. You can see that. Interested to see what it is. Metagross. Yeah, this one must have slipped through. I don't know if I would submit this one again. Hopefully it gets a 9 though. I don't need anything under a 9. Mint 9. That one's fair.
Peter, you suck. Peter, you suck.
I'll admit that one is fair. Looking at it in the slab, it's not bad off center. It's close. So maybe that's what I was thinking. There's a little white dot up there as well. So it might be a fortunate 9. But it still doesn't make it okay to give some of these, that Moltres a 9. Should have been a 10. I'm going to stand by that. We've got Latios. So, like I said, I was going to talk about the Latios SIR here in a minute. I sandwiched them. So there's 2 Latios in here. So I hope that there's not a 10 and a 9. I don't want to be right. But I put Latios, hoping that one of the Latios would get a 10 and the Latios would get a 10 so I could get sequential 10s for the set. But obviously they pulled the Latios out and put it in its own kind of submission sort of thing. I've never been able to get a 10. I got a 7 on one of these ones. Gem Mint 10. There we go. We got one of them. Okay, fingers crossed on that Latios now. That is, we really need the 10. We finally got one. I think I graded 3 before this, so I'll be up to 5 total after this. There's another Latios. Okay. Y'all, if this gets a 9, I think this is the only other duplicate I sent in. 3, 2. This is comical at this point. Is PSA that predictable, really? Like, the 9s have pulled ahead by 1 with 2 cards left. Dang. All right, 2 cards left, and we're gonna get those 2 big cards out of the other box. Charmander. It's another card I've graded a few times. This was the best looking one that I owned. The back looks really good. Maybe a touch of white there. Front is slightly off top to bottom. Just hoping that it's in the range. I'm pretty sure I thought I used the app to look at them before I sent these in, but again, I may have just risked it on this because it was the best one I had. I wanted to go with that Squirtle back there from Stellar Crown, and I did recently pull the Bulbasaur again, and it looks good, so it's probably going to be in the next submission. Can we get the set? No.
Emotional, damn it!
Oh, no. Well, we're going to need the rest of these to be 10s, or the 9 stack has taken over. Zapdos. This is the 5th one of these I've sent in. Every single one of them I thought would get a 10. So far, they've all got 9s. Let's see. Dang it. One day, I'm gonna get a PSA 10 Zapdos. Oh, man. Alright, well, it is now impossible for me to have more 10s than 9s. That's okay, though. We still have nothing below a 9. That's something to hang our hat on. Alright, the last box. 2 cards could change everything about this submission.
And here we go.
Definitely get me enough free bubble wrap. Alright, here we go. Last 2 cards. Really need these to be 10s. Really need these to be 10s. Alright, first card up. Looks pretty clean on the back. Lugia. I remember it being kind of off center top to bottom, but I thought for sure 9, and maybe on a good day, maybe hoping somebody had a good day, 10. But also I spent forever looking for this. Pulled this out of a Walmart mystery box from MJ Holding. 3, 2, 1.
Oh man, I feel like wow.
Okay. Why is this our only 8? I say that. I got 1 card left. Oh, the 8s. The 8 and the 8. That's kind of devastating, but still near mint. I mean, I pulled all of these cards, so technically they all should be pack fresh near mint, but it's not always the case. Pokemon's quality control. Last card. Can we say last card magic? There's no packs today, so we get last card magic. This is the Latias. I know what it is. I can go ahead and tell you. I'm gonna go ahead and let's look at it. We need this set in a 10. Can you bring some magic, Latios? Yes!
But the cream will rise to the top. I am inevitable.
Bangarang. That is incredible. Oh, I love this so much. We're going to set those right there for y'all to look at as we wrap up today's video. Thank y'all so much for watching all the way to the end. Crazy opening. So now we'll pop up a graphic. I don't know. I'm going to have to do some math, but we'll have the raw value. Then we'll have if every card was a PSA 10, and then what the actual value of all these cards is. I think that's kind of a fun way to analyze these. But again, thank y'all so much. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. The only way to win that Surging Sparks box is to be subscribed to the channel. Can't win it if you're not subscribed. It takes 1 second. Go ahead and hit it. I'll wait. Boop. Done. Next, leave a like and then drop a comment down below. Let me know what your favorite card of the day was if you've watched all the way to the end. And I will be in the comment section responding to some of y'all. I'll let y'all know what my favorite card is. Spoiler alert, it's not a favorite card. It is that. I've wanted that exact thing more than the Pikachu. I've wanted that from Surging Sparks since the set came out. Thank y'all so much for being here. Tomorrow we're going to do a crazy celebrations opening to celebrate. I've just decided. Thank y'all so much. See y'all on the next one.